Welcome back to the Kearsarge Chronicle. I am Adam Brisbane, standing here with the lovely Lori Lordson here at Clarke's Hardware. Lori, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How's your garden?
Need some help, as always. So let's talk about that, about what we can do to kind of get it ready for fall and winter and stuff like that. So take it away.
Now, did you have a vegetable garden at all this year?
No, I didn't.
No.
I ate a lot of other people's vegetable gardens.
Those of you that did have a garden, there may still be some things hanging on, and you think, oh, if I can just go another week or two, I'll be able to harvest whatever. This little spun fiber blanket will help keep the air around your plants about 10 to 12. You lay it over, or if you have a little hoop. It's exactly the same material that hazmat suit was that I wore a couple of weeks ago. It's very lightweight. It allows sunlight and water through, but it helps keep the air temperature about 10 to 12 degrees warmer under it. Cool. So it helps ward off frost. Yeah.
So if you have the last tomatoes, maybe the last cucumbers type of thing, you don't want them to go bad.
Some lettuce. Or,
pick some of that up. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Next, you see our lovely bulbs are in.
Yes.
And it's time to plant again. We did that in the spring. These we plant in the fall. They'll grow roots now, come up in the spring and bloom, and they're such a treat after a long winter.
Couple of tips in terms of planting the actual bulb.
Deep hole. We've got various bulb planters. This one, if you want to plant individual bulbs, it takes a long time, but it pulls up the dirt. You put the bulb in with some bulb fertilizer and some rodent repellent in the hole so that they don't eat your tulips or.
So you're actually dropping down like a small capsule of the bulb food, the repellent, and everything to kind of encompass that.
Some water, and then fill it back in with soil.
Cool.
This bulb planter is nice because you can stand up and make the individual hole. You don't have to be on your hands and knees. Okay. Cool. And then if you have a drill, we can get real high tech, and you can drill the holes.
All right, I like that better. You involve some power tools there, so I like that one.
A lot of bulb planting, like naturalizing a meadow, this would be the way to go. Okay. Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. The deer stay around all winter, and they get hungry. And for some reason, they love things like holly. Prickly, I don't know why they like it. Holly and arborvitae and all sorts of things. A spray of the liquid fence will help keep the deer away. They don't like the smell of it. They don't like the taste of it. And it'll last just about all winter.
You do that, evergreens. You kind of pick a perimeter and kind of just spray that in the grass, right in the ground?
Actually on plants themselves.
Oh, okay. This is to repel them from eating, Oh, okay.
Although if you've got some evergreens around your perimeter, some squirts on them will help keep them out of your yard totally. Okay. You don't even want them to get up close to those plants. It does not hurt the plant. Later in the winter on a nice day, you may want to go out and give another squirt. But the landscapers swear by this. The ones that plant thousands of tulips will go out in the spring and plant the tulips before the deer eat them. And if they planted a lot of evergreens for clients, they'll spray them with this so they don't get eaten over the winter.
It's called liquid fence?
It's called liquid fence, yep. And it seems to work the best of all of the things that are available like that.
Okay, perfect.
Now, your trees, you've planted some nice young fruit trees or ornamental trees. What to do with them for the winter? The sun in the middle of the winter, if it gets warm, can warm up the bark on the trees. Okay. And then the temperature drops down very quickly at night. And the bark has expanded and warmed up, and then it'll drop and freeze, and it cracks. And those cracks in the bark allows in insects, and it just cuts down on their life. So if you wrap your tree with something like burlap or this tree wrap, this is like an ace bandage for trees.
Okay.
That you wrap the trunk. It doesn't allow the sun to burn the trunk on warm days in the
So
middle.
it's not
of the
necessarily protecting it from bugs and all the insects. It's actually.
It does do that too.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does triple duty.
All right.
It can do that, and it can help keep the mice from chewing on the bark. So that, if you can smear it with something called Tanglefoot, and that'll keep the bugs off.
Okay.
So that one does triple duty. This one, if you have broadleaf evergreens or some needled evergreens out in a windy spot, if you wrap them with the burlap, it helps keep the wind and the sun off them and keeps them from desiccating.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, very good, Lori. A lot of cool things here to kind of help you keep all the hard work that you spent in the summer and the springtime ready for you again in the spring again. So thank you so much for helping us out in terms of, I didn't know a lot about this stuff in terms of bulb, and I actually learned quite a bit. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for coming back.
No problem. Clarke's Hardware here in the New London Shopping Center, open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturday, and 9 to 1 on Sunday. Back to you.